I hope you can hear me. The rain is so crazy right now. My little vanity is like right next to the window. The background noise is crazy. I am so sorry, but I am just getting ready to go to a dinner with a girlfriend, and I thought it was a perfect time to talk to you guys because I realized that I did not film an intro, and you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? Why didn't you run the half marathon? I've been so open and so public about my training and like my progress leading up to the half marathon, so I feel like I really left you guys in the dark, and you don't deserve that. So this is a little explanation. I am so happy to be like sharing and talking to you guys. As you know, I think of this channel as my little safe space, so I love chatting with you and sharing a little bit more of like my personality and my inner thoughts. Honestly, this video took me a long time to like get the courage to film, just because I felt like I was disappointing a lot of you guys. You've been so supportive and just so nice throughout my journey. I just love that I have such a supportive community and corner of the internet. It took a lot of like self-talk or positive like reinforcement to really sit down and think like how I would want to like film this. And I do want to warn you, there is a little bit of crying in the video. I try not to film myself crying on camera. I just think it's like a little weird and awkward for me, but there is a little bit of crying. Let's just like get right into how it all happened. So it was the week before the half marathon. I was having such a bad week. I didn't get any good runs in. I was having like car technical difficulties also. So I just really was having another stress on top of my running and prepping. It was just one of those weeks. I am determined to get a good run in. I go out, do my usual route. I run way longer than I've run before in my training, and I was so happy. That was my last long run before the half marathon. So that is Saturday. Sunday, I am grocery shopping, meal prepping, and just getting ready to carb load. Monday rolls around. I am mentally nervous. Like, I am so nervous for this half marathon. Obviously, it's my first one, so I don't know what to expect. And I'm just like in my head. So I decided to go to the gym and kind of calm the nerves. I do my usual stretch routine. Nothing new. I don't add anything new to my routine. And I literally have a freak accident, and I like basically I feel like I either pulled or irritated my meniscus, which is so embarrassing. This like injury did not happen while I was running. I was literally doing a stretch at the gym. I have never felt pain like that in my life, and so I was literally on the floor for 10 minutes because it was just so painful. Lo and behold, that's what happened. I literally just irritated my meniscus. Thankfully, I could still walk, and after the pain like subsided, thankfully one of my friends is a PT, so I call him. I'm like, I did something to my knee, please help. He takes a look at it. So I have a PT plan now, thanks to him. I had to tell everybody that I decided to defer my entry to next year, and I won't be running the half marathon. Honestly, that was a very emotional like text and like phone call, and letting all my friends and family know that I won't be running it, just because I was training for this half marathon since November, so it's been a few months, and I was so strict and so rigorous about my training plan. So that was just something that like was so emotional for me. I just really didn't want to let anybody down either, but truly I was just so distraught. It was so traumatizing for me. But anyway, that was like a long-winded explanation as to why I did not run the half marathon, but I thought it would be really helpful for you guys to know like what happened, why I'm not running it, and then what also to like look out for, because I feel like that happened, one, because this is the universe telling me that I just need more time to train for my first half marathon, which is totally fine. I believe in signs 100%, but I also think it's a good learning lesson because I did not really focus on knee strength during my training. I was focusing more on ankle strength and hip mobility because, you know, those are the two things that usually will cause like injury. I just really neglected my knees. Just a learning lesson for you and for me that knee strength is so important, and we have to protect the only two knees that we have. But anyway, I did not want to leave you guys in the dark. dark. I feel like I left you guys in the dark. Anyway, I hope this explanation made a little bit of sense. I hope it was helpful and insightful for you guys too. I never want to leave you in the dark. So if you're just wondering something about me, please feel free to let me know. I feel like I'm an open book with you guys always, and I'm just so excited and again so grateful that you give me the space to be myself and share a little bit more of my personality. Also, what's going on in my private life. I also think I explained this in another video, but I love blending with my fingers. I think it warms up the makeup a little bit more, and it's just easier to blend and like kind of buff out with my beauty blender after. Anyway, I do not want this footage to go to waste either. I know, just a fun week leading up to the half marathon, regardless if I ran or not, minus all the tears. I also think that I signed up for this half marathon at first out of spite. I'll be honest, it was out of spite. Just because someone told me that they did not think that I can actually run longer than 6 miles. There's some things I think that should be left like unsaid and unspoken, and that was one of them. I don't know if they said it out of like, that's so unbelievable that anybody would run longer than 6 miles, or that personally like I can't run 6 miles. I don't know. I signed up out of spite, and then as I was training, it was really eye-opening and just such a good self-accomplishing feeling like every single week when I hit my mileage or I hit my goal. And throughout this like my whole training journey too, I just felt so much better about my body and about myself, because I was in turn like eating cleaner and I wasn't going out and like drinking as much. I really cut back on the alcohol, keeping promises to myself to like run on Saturday and Sundays, or I have to end the night early because I have to run, you know, the next morning. Because something I personally struggle with is keeping promises to myself. And someone can like deep dive into me in the comments, but I definitely think that stems from like being a people pleaser and just like wanting everyone to have like a really great time, and I don't want to be like an inconvenience or burden to anybody, but I don't keep promises to myself. And I noticed that the past like 3 years, and I have tried so hard to like work on that on my own. You know, I am gonna go to a coffee shop and like treat myself to a little matcha, or I am gonna go book this Pilates class and I'm not gonna cancel. Anyway, that's kind of something I'm working on personally, and this just like really helped with that. I don't feel afraid to say no anymore, and I don't feel afraid to make plans with myself and stick to them. But yeah, that's kind of why I like signed up for the half marathon, and I'm trying not to like let, you know, the goal of going across the finish line on that day to like dictate how hard I worked or really undermine like my journey throughout the experience, because that is just as important. I feel like I definitely learned a lot about myself and about what my body is capable of and what I can actually do. The mental strength and endurance you have to have while training for something as rigorous as a half marathon is insane. And I am a normal runner. I am not I don't think I'd ever sign up for like a full marathon or an ultra. Who knows, like minds can change, but right now I'm totally content just running a half. The mental strength you have to train for that type of sport is crazy, and I am just so shocked that I did that like on my own. I was training by myself. I didn't really know anybody who signed up for the same half marathon as me, so I was just really like, okay, I have to do this for myself and only myself. But it was also helpful to have such a supportive community, supportive friends and family like cheering me on too, so it was just like super nice. But anyway, I won't talk you guys' ear off any longer. I'm just gonna end this little segment here. I hope you guys enjoy the half marathon prep and recap anyway. Alright you guys, I'm starting off the video at Trader Joe's. I am doing a small little grocery haul for the week. So I thought I would just show you my grocery haul for this week, just so you know what I eat to stay nourished and full, and I'm excited to show you guys. I just finished grocery shopping. I'm at Dollar Tree right now. I'm picking up some posters because my sister is so nice and is making me like signs and things as I run by through my race. Testing out different recipes because I want to make sure that most of the food that I'm consuming is all homemade. So we're starting off easy and doing granola. We are headed to Sam's Club. We're picking up a few more things in bulk because I am committed to cooking almost the entire week this week. Just finished bawling my eyes out. So I'm sorry if I look like a mess, but I think I didn't really understand what people meant when they said that you get to a part in your training where you literally hit a wall and the mental blocks kind of just win. This week has been so hard and I just haven't had a really good run in such a long time. I've definitely had like bad runs lately. I didn't really think about the possibility of that like happening so late in my like training, especially because the run is at the end of the week. I definitely know that it's just like a mental game, and tomorrow after like a good sleep or something I'm gonna feel so much better. I just can't get over like this mental hump. So I'm going to try something else and go to the gym, and hopefully a different type of workout is going to help me feel a little bit better. I'm on a roadblock right now and I don't know what else to do. I just have to like keep pushing and moving forward. Like at the end of the day, I know that I'm not running for a time. I don't have a PR to beat. I know that half marathons and marathons are not, you're not running against other people either. You're just running for yourself and for self-accomplishment. So I just have to remember that, remind myself, and just keep on going. Hopefully I feel better tomorrow and it'll be a new day. Today just defeated me. on here because I have had like the worst week of running. It's just been so bad, and I've been in such a really terrible negative mindset, which is the worst place to be when you're literally a week out from your first half marathon. And I am really trying hard to get out of this rut. And so I just wanted to hop on here because I think a lot of people show the good parts about like the running journey and the training and just like really pushing through. Sometimes the day just has to win, so then the next day can be 1,000 times better, kind of take care of like my mental. And then today I am ready to take on the route. I am going to do my last real long run in my training. I'm just so excited, and I think I just really needed to take a day. So this is a reminder for all of us that sometimes we just have to take a step back and reassess. Okay, you guys, it is so windy today, but I am currently walking into like my local sports store, and we are gonna restock on our like energy gels and goos, and I'm gonna show you which ones I like.